welcome to my channel. My name is Rose Wright and I write and narrate Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction. The art in my thumbnail is by Dory Sketches. Her Insta will be linked below, so be sure to show her some love. This story takes place after the end of Season 5. So without further ado, please enjoy You Still Have Me. A week had passed since the reveal of Monarch and the death of fashion designer Gabriel Agreste. The worst fate Marinette could have imagined was them being the same person. This was a secret Marinette had promised herself never to tell Adrien. Dealing with the loss of his father? She couldn't imagine the weight of that. Especially if he knew everything else. No. This was a secret that she held close to her heart. She thought about it a lot, and since there was no villain terrorizing Paris, the streets were uncharacteristically quiet. And so was Ladybug as she stared below her, lost in thought. Hi. A small voice came from behind her. Bringing her back to reality was her partner, Noir. But he looked like he had seen a ghost. She had never seen him look this alarmed in all of their time fighting side by side. She stood to greet him. Hey, kitty. Are you okay? I'm not sure. It's complicated, he said, avoiding eye contact. Ladybug's eyebrows came together in worry as she looked at her feline partner, who sat on the building's ledge dejectedly. Her normal, joking partner appeared on the verge of tears, but was desperately trying to hold them back. Cat? Ladybug whispered gently. What's going on? You can talk to me. He sat in silence for a long moment before responding. I know. So... Ladybug prodded. No, you don't understand. I know everything. His face darkened, daring not to meet her concerned gaze. It didn't register what he was talking about. She tilted her head in confusion. No, what? He didn't respond, still as a statue, his eyes fixed on the horizon. Cat, you're scaring me. When were you going to tell me that Gabriel Agreste was Monarch? Ladybug's heart froze, her blood ran cold. The world seemed to stop, and at that moment, she hated herself. How could she keep such details from her partner? How did you find out? Ladybug stared down below, and from where they perched, she could see the statue the city erected of Mr. Agreste. No one knew the monster he truly was. She held that secret close to her heart because the truth was disturbing and painful. But maybe Noir had a right to know. He didn't answer her. He stared into her clear blue eyes that were now brimming with tears. Cat, I'm so sorry. I should have told you. Yes, you should have. Why didn't you? Why did you keep this secret from me? We're supposed to be a team. She looked at her spotted hands, fidgeting with her fingers in her lap to give her something else to focus on. All of her energy was being thrown into not crying. Not now. I thought I was doing the right thing. You were wrong. If you told no one else, you should have told me. I understand that you're upset, but... She reached out to touch him, but he recoiled, hopping to his feet. He never shirked from her touch before, and Ladybug's heart ached. Don't tell me you understand. I had to hear about this from Natalie. Natalie told me that Gabriel Agreste was Monarch. I'm so stupid. The signs were all there. Whoa! Ladybug got up to join him, holding her hands up, stopping his rapid pacing. Natalie told you? Why would Natalie tell you? He continued his rant as if Ladybug said nothing. The secrets, the seclusion, the hatefulness, the alliance, everything locking me away. Everything makes sense, and how did I not see it? How did I not know? All of this time he tortured Paris and he was living under my nose and I just had no clue. I can't believe how clueless I am. I am such a disappointment. Everyone was in danger because of me. Cat Noir fell to his knees, the tears he attempted to hold back falling freely now. Ladybug knelt beside him. He cried, and she just held him, rubbing his back in slow circles. Her heart broke along with his as her thoughts swirled as she froze. He was locked away. Monarch under Cat Noir's nose. The facade melted away, and suddenly, Ladybug saw Cat Noir for who he truly was. Adrienette Agreste. Her boyfriend. The love of her life. The realization caused her to cry, and she hugged him so hard as if he could disappear at any moment. You are not a disappointment, Cat. None of this is your fault, okay? Not one bit. You did everything you could to protect the city. And I couldn't have done any of this without you. She pulled back to look at him, and instead of seeing her masked partner, she was able to really see Adrian and wondered how she had been so blind. A small smile crept onto her face. Ladybug pressed her forehead to his, stroking his blonde hair. I should have told you. I'm so sorry. For everything. No, I'm sorry, he said in a breathless whisper. I understand why you did it. I've just been mad at myself. While we're confessing secrets, I have one more for you, Ladybug joked, hoping to lighten the mood. She wiped the tears from her face and then Cat's face. He gave a small chuckle. I don't know how much more I can take. It's been a rough day. Ladybug placed her hands on either side of his face, and in no more than a whisper, she said, Tiki? Ladybug, what are you? Spots off. The transformation glowed around him in a million pink sparkles. He shielded his eyes until its conclusion. When he laid eyes back on the girl who once wore a costume and was his spotted partner, now sat a girl in a pink tank top with a white pleated skirt, sporting the same familiar pigtails. Marinette? Hi, Cat Noir, she answered shyly. It's you. It's been you all along? All along. Tears came back to his eyes as he grabbed her in a large hug. So hard she could barely breathe, but she didn't mind. She wouldn't dare break his embrace. Still in his embrace, her feline partner in a returned whisper, Plag, claws in. And now, instead of holding a boy clothed in black leather, it was Adrian. Still holding her, he said, I love you, Marinette. I'm sorry. So sorry. Please don't apologize, she whispered into his hair. You have nothing to apologize for. Absolutely nothing. I should have told you. You had a right to know. I wanted to protect you. She started crying more heavily now, gripping the back of his shirt with her fingernails. Hey, hey, he cooed. It's okay. I understand now why you couldn't tell me. It's hard to hurt the person you love, even if they have the right to know, even if it's the truth. You did the best you could, and Marinette, you single-handedly saved Paris. I am so proud of you. You are? He wiped the tears from her face. He smiled down at her as he helped her to her feet, taking in how beautiful she looked in the moonlight. He pushed the fringe from her face and cradled her face in his hands. I've never been more proud of anyone in my whole life. I love you so much. More than anything. I love you too, Adrian. Her face blushed a subtle shade of pink, as Adrien pulled her in closer. He placed a gentle kiss on her lips that warmed her despite the chill of the night air. He pulled her tight, and for this moment they were together. Everything was perfect. Marinette didn't know what life would bring. Gabriel Agreste was gone, but new dangers were sure to arise. This battle wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning. But she still had Adrien, and he had her. Whatever life threw at them, they knew they could handle it as long as they were fighting side by side. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and share it with other Miraculous lovers. And as always, stay miraculous!